and blessed Samhain, my Facebook and YouTube friends. Taking a moment to not just wish you a happy, healthy Halloween, Samhain, and all of that, but just to check in. It is the 8th Sabbath of the pagan wheel of the year. Halloween and Samhain are not exactly the same thing, but not going to go into that right now, because actually today is a fun day. I certainly did my Samhain stuff at midnight, posted a picture on Instagram and Facebook and all that, but got the inspiration when I woke up this morning. It's like, yeah, it's time for a check-in. So here I am. As a point of interest, the astrological cross-quarter day for Samhain, when the sun is at 15 degrees Scorpio, is on the 7th of November. And if you're in the Facebook group, you will find out, or you have already, that I'm going to be interviewed on that day by Bradley. He's in the group here. He's got a really cool group for magical entrepreneurs, and he's going to interview me about my career. So we're actually going to be doing something on that day for Samhain. So I am Mal-El, the last witch of Krypton. For Halloween, I'm actually going to spend the night at one of my friends from high school out in Santa Mauritius today. Gonna go party, gonna stay over on her couch so that I can have a couple of glasses of wine. I'm not a big drinker anymore. But otherwise, I'm taking the day off today, actually, of Halloween from recording. All of the readings will commence tomorrow, as well as I'm teaching Monday night Craft of the Wise on Facebook. I'm teaching Tuesday night here, Human Hero, Immortal God on Facebook, and then Thursday doing Path of True Love. The topic is courage on Thursday. So it's a busy week ahead, so I'm taking today off. This is the only time I will be on camera in any sort of work capacity, but you get what I'm saying. So a couple of things. We'll end with a blessing. You know, I like to do that for Sabbats, full moons, and new moons here. So, let's look at this. There are 8 Sabbats in the pagan wheel of the year, and there are 8 chakras, at least that I work with, the 7 in the body and the 8th hovering over the head. So you can really work on each chakra. My book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, is based on that as well. But the 8th chakra is particularly mysterious because it just doesn't have a lot of the other coordinates of the other Sabbats, the other chakras, I should say. So there are some videos that I've posted here on Facebook, as well as on they're all originally on my my YouTube channel. One I did back in 2017, Samhain Beyond the Veil. We really go way deeper than I'm going to go here. As well as one that I did last year on, yeah, that was on YouTube. So if you would like to check those out, to go a little bit deeper, a little bit further, I recommend them. For many years when I was a minister, a high priest of a coven and then a minister of a ministry, Silver Broom, every Halloween was booked. Every Halloween was booked. Parties at the house, then parties in Sayville at the Broom. So, a part of me misses all of that, but considering what's going on planet Earth, I think it's just fine. That is a much smaller thing, and honestly, I'm not so exhausted this time of year as a result. So, enjoy your Halloween. Hello, Janet. Hi, Janet. Janet Grace. The artist that made the music for my YouTube channel, dear friend, a reverend, a healer, a true artist, just wonderful. Follow her stuff. Her podcasts are really, really good. She's writing, she's doing all sorts of cool stuff. But she can tell you she was there for probably all of those Halloween Samhain events. And just to put a fine point on it, Halloween is fun night. right? Chaos night, mischief night. Samhain is really about honoring the ancestors, and I go into that on those 2 different videos that I talked about, as well as in my book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. It is more serious. It is more solemn. The ancestors, you essentially have 2 varieties of ancestors. One is your genetic lineage, of that everybody knows. Your genetic upline, if you want to look at it that way. But the other is your archetypal or your metaphoric ancestors. Like, for example, I am a teacher of witchcraft. So, how many teachers of witchcraft have there been throughout the centuries? Those are my ancestors. I am a witch. Therefore, every witch is an ancestor. I am a healer. So every healer, you sort of get the idea. So that 8th chakra thing about getting up to that GPS point of view, right, the satellite view, is not just available on this day. See, here's the thing. People think Sabbats are one day. No, they are the initiation of a season, both a month and a half as well as 3 months, because they overlap that way. So here's really a time to get up into the highest altitude that you can get by slowly and gently adjusting your attitude. Attitude affects altitude. That's an airplane thing. Right? So when the attitude of the planet goes like when the attitude of the plane goes like this, it gains in altitude, and the converse is also true. So prayer and meditation certainly will get you up there. But there is also a thing of, here's a good phrase popped into my head, releasing ballast, right? Letting go. And by the way, we are in waning moon. Are we in dark moon? Well, let's see. New moon is on Thursday, so Wednesday, count backwards, Tuesday. Yeah, we're pretty much in dark moon the 3 days before the new moon. And it's in Virgo, so that's why I am going to slow it down a bit today. Slow and steady wins the race today, and have some fun. Hello, Mari. Blessed Samhain to you too. And Bridget, blessed Samhain to you too. I'm not going to call anybody by last name except Janet Grace. She's a public figure, because this is going to go on YouTube at some point today. So we're going to end this with a little blessing, a little prayer if you'd like to join along. But not so serious today. Why so serious? No. Today is, oh God, I'm just hoping to get a couple of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and if they're dark chocolate Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, oh, I'm so fulfilled. But we'll see how it goes, even if I get a nice cold glass of Pinot Grigio at the party. I'll be okay with that. So, if you'd like to do a little prayersy-waresy with me here and now, let us do that. So please get yourself comfortable in a position you can stay in for a couple of minutes. Grab a rock if you have one handy, because the moon is in Virgo. Technically mutable earth. A handful of sand would be great, but I'm sitting on my couch. I'm not doing that. Oh, and as long as I have them here, my blessing chords, my vow chords. Please take a nice deep breath. And just breathe. And just pretend that with every breath you take, you're breathing in all that you need and letting go of everything you don't right now. You don't even have to know what you're breathing in and letting go. Because the breath really is the eternal life. Our last exhale in this world is followed by the inhale in the next world. But the line of breath is never broken from the point of view of the soul. And allow yourself to just lighten up. Let go of whatever it is that seems to tether you, just temporarily. Let go and rise up. Elevation is our natural state, just dropping ballast, dropping weight, letting go. And imagine yourself floating up, not all the way up into the sky, but just a focus above the head, into that 8th chakra, the upper room, the star center, the soul center, the home of the archetypes, your mystical power. And it's from this place I offer this prayer and blessings. As I call upon our collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and our ancestors, all the way up through our higher selves to the grand singularity of the divine, that all watching this video, whether they are actively participating or not, are blessed with all that they need, that they have greater access to their ancestors, those who have come before them in any way, shape, or form, that we are the current moment of their heart's desires, yet unmanifest from other lives. And as we fulfill our destinies with their help, we manifest their dreams and heart's desires as well. That we get to see over this next month and a half, as well as 3 months, snippets of the greater plan, the divine plan, the GPS point of view. We are here. Here's where we can go. And what is the best route there? That the guidance and grace of our pantheons, our ancestors, those in the non-physical, that they join hands with us, so to speak, join minds with us, so to speak, join hearts with us, so to speak, that we may be the best that we can be. Look over our shoulders at the year gone by and see how much we've grown. To give ourselves the pat on the back, the acknowledgement of how much we've actually survived, how much stronger we have become because of the adversity we have faced in our lives individually and collectively. So that eventually, step by step, as we are ready, we can see the wisdom gained and know that it couldn't have happened any other way. That out of the infinite quantum paths available to us in any given moment, that we have never placed a foot wrong. That we've always been moving steadily forward and steadily upward in a spiral, retracing our steps all the way, all the way, all the way home from where we originated. The Alpha we came from and the Omega, where we shall end this. But there is always a new beginning. At the top of every mountain is the foothills of the next. And so may our ancestors back us up, strengthen us, hold us when we cry, and breathe and laugh with us as we experience the joy and pleasures of this world. That as we heal, we all heal. Both those in this world in the horizontal plane, as well as all of us taking that upward spiral. One takes a step forward, we all take a step forward. So that we may shed what no longer serves and embrace that which truly heals for our well-being and for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. There's your Samhain blessing from Angelo, Lyons, Mel for short. Hope you enjoyed it. Reach out. I am a busy witch, but if you want something done, give it to a busy witch, but not today. Today is about walking around as Mal-El, Mark Kent, whatever, and enjoying myself and having some Reese's peanut butter cups and maybe a little cold Pinot Grigio. It sounds lovely. I haven't slept on a friend's couch after a party in a really long time, so it's going to be fun to revisit that too, and who better than with a dear friend from high school. So wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this Samhain. My beloved friends here in the Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short Facebook group, as well as on the Drawing the Circle Productions YouTube channel. It's not the end. It's the end of the solar cycle, but you know, it reboots at Yule. So look back over the past year and get clear on what you want to cast for, what you want to intend for winter solstice Yule in December. my beloveds, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this Halloween, Samhain, and keep an eye on the post, because I'm really looking forward to doing that interview with Bradley. So have a really good day, everybody. Go trick or treat. Now, farewell. Blessings.